Now we'll have the second part. So once we have assigned the alphabets to the numbers, or alphabets to the numbers, they've got the sound. That's agreed. Okay. How can these help? Let's come back to the same exercise which we had started our class. What did I say? I said I'm giving you a C, I'm giving you a P. Don't use any other alphabet. Use the vowels, give them their sound and form objects. What did we do? We made cup, cap, K. We did that, right? When I said T, T and P, when I give you T and P, what did you do? You put again the vowels. What are the vowels? A, I, A, E, and so on. You formed tap, tip, tape, and so on. Now I'm saying I'm giving you a number 9. Okay? Tell me what is the sound of 9. So think about it. Sound of 9 is K. Sound of 1 is P. Don't you think it's the same thing when I said C and P? So with 91, now you are capable of making objects. So you can form alphabet for 9, which is C, alphabet for 1, which is P, and it is, you can again say, it can be cap, it can be cape, it can be cup, and so on. That means for number 91, I can form objects. So 91 will no more be 91 for me, but will no more be just the 91 image. It can be an object. My ultimate goal is that with these objects, even numbers become images with numbers. Are we aware in memory sports, when kids participate in memory sports championship, they're able to do 500 digits in 5 minutes. And 500 digits in 5 minutes can only be done when you have object for the numbers. And if you have those objects, they are like this. They are formed like this. So every number has to have a sound. And using the sound of each number, the combination will also have an object. Okay. So once again, we'll just do all these things to just understand how this is going to be done. So coming back to again 71. What is 71? So 71, the sound of 7 is L and T. Sound of 1 is P and F. So actually what you did is 71, right? Top, tap, tip. You can also use L sound. So you can have lap, lop, lip. You can also use T and F sound. Tofu, tiff, taff, toff, whatever. You can do that. So what we have done is that with the sound of numbers, we can form objects. So let's do simple exercise, which is there in our book itself. So here is a book and everything is there in the book, guys. Read it, you will be able to understand. Okay. So morphing numbers, everything has been given that there are 10 digits, 1 to 0, 26 alphabets are there. We are going to assign alphabets to numbers based upon the closest connection that they form. Whatever is the closest connection, except for the vowels, because the vowels will be used by all the numbers equally. For cat, mat, kit, cot, everything. So that's why vowels are not assigned. How do I assign? I have taught you. So number 2 and 3, so on till all the numbers, they are assigned to alphabets. Okay. So this is how this is done. Now we have the chart. So 0 becomes what? 0 is D, D, D. 1 is P and F, F, 2 is R, which is R, 3 is B, which is B, 4 is H and Y, which is H, 5 is GJ, which is G, 6 is VWM, which is Wormer, 7 is LT, L and T, 8 is SZ, S and Z, 9 is CKQ, K and K. Okay. Now guess the numbers for the words and vice versa. So usually when I do this exercise, what is the answer I get? So for cape, what will I get? I'm going to get, so this is 9. Now, vowels are no value. They don't have any value. Okay, so vowels are no value. They don't have any value, but the rest we will have the value. So that means you have this thing. Cape is what? So it is 9 and 1. What is soap? So it is 8 and 1. What is buzz? So if I'll ask you, or you can type in the chat, what is going to be buzz? Just take a guess. So buzz, majority of the times, kids would say B. So it is 3. Z is 8. And there's another Z. So it is 388. Fair enough. What is juice? So juice is again 5. C is again what? C is 9. So this becomes 59. What is barn? So what is barn? Barn is in the fields where we keep things, okay? So barn is going to be, B again is 3. What is barn? B, R, N. So R is what? R is 2. And this is 4. So 324. 78. Can you think of an object? Open up your charts. Can you think of an object with 7 and 8? So you've got the sound of 7, which is L and T. You've got the sound of 8, which is S and Z. So L with S, L with Z, T with S, T with Z. What can be the object? So there can be an object called lays. No, I will write toss. Toss. Okay, I'm writing single S for a purpose. I'll come to that why. We have 83, so I can use sir and bur. So can I write sub? Sub can be a word for this. 4 and 7, n and t. Can I write the object nut? 3 and 6, bur and n, bur and m, bur and v. So I can write boom. K and r, 9 to k and r can be car. So do you see? With the objects, you are able to write numbers. With numbers, you are able to write objects. However, I will say that there are certain things which are wrong. One, this is not 388. This is not 59. So these are wrong. This is also wrong. This is also wrong. Okay. And I'll tell you why it is wrong. So let's move ahead and understand the rules to follow the morpheme. Okay. So the rules, there are 6 very important rules and they're very simple. Only one time you may feel that, oh my God, it's so overwhelming, but trust me, you will understand. Okay. Now, here we have, just a second, this is page number 58. Yeah. So first is no value alphabets. No value alphabets means what? They don't have any value. So when I'm using A and E in cape, so they don't have any value, only C and P has got the value. So that is the thing of no value. So vowels are no value. They don't have any value. They just help in forming words, will not contribute to the number value. This is a very simple rule. Then comes phonic system. What does it mean? Meaning when you make the spelling of any word, listen to the sound. What do you hear? What is the phonic of that word? So we follow the phonic system. Whatever sound you are hearing will be the number. Okay. So cat, ca, t. What does that mean? Ca, t. That means ca is 9, t is 7. B, n, bun. So what is it? B, which is 3, n, which is 4. Then comes page, page. So page is what? P and j. So page becomes what? 15. Tag. What is tag? T, which is 7, g, which is 5. So what you hear is the sound. Phonics. Okay? Then comes the importance of double letters. Sometimes you will notice there are going to be double letters, but the sound is single. The letters are double, but the sound is single. And what am I saying? We are working on phonics. Like we had the word boss. So in the stop, when I asked you buzz, we said 388, but I'm saying it is wrong. Why? For boss, what is the number? Again, you may say it is going to be 388. Again, I would say it is wrong. Why? Because even if S is double, the sound is single. I don't say boss, bosses. No, I say boss, single sir. So sound is, it may be written twice, but sound is single. So the number is 38. And that's why I said this was also not right. So what is the right way of writing this one? The right way of writing this is 388. Not 388, it is 338. Okay, so even double letters, because they have got a single sound, they are considered as single. So we just follow the protocol that double letters are single. Ball. I'm writing B-A-L-L, but I don't say ball, ball. No, it's just ball, single l, right? So what is it? It is 37. The second repeated letter will become the no value. Then comes the importance of silent letters. Sometimes in English language, we will write certain words where some letters are silent. They don't contribute in the name. They're just there in the spelling. God knows for what reason, but they're just there. Like we say Faber. So we say Faber. R is not being heard. We don't say Faber. Faber. We don't say that. It's always Faber. So R is silent. So what is the number? F is 1, B is 3, and 4 is silent. 2 is silent, so we are not going to use that. That's again a no value letter. So Faber, 1, 3. Pick. Now, we may think that there is a C also, there is a K also. So will this be 199? Because twice, one C is coming and one K is coming. So will this be 199? No. Because I don't say P, K, K. Sound is heard how many times? Once. P, K. So it becomes 1 and 9. Right? More. Now there is a W coming over there. But what is the sound? Speak it, listen to it. It's more. I'm not saying mo, v. W is not heard. It's just mo, m sound. This is 6. Silent letters will be no value letters. And that is why on the top, when I said barn, this barn is wrong. Why is it wrong? Because when I write barn, it is ba, n, barn. In the spelling, R is there, but R is not contributing in the sound of the word. It's barn, barn, not barn. That is why it won't be 324, it will be 34. Barn. Okay? So silent letters. Then comes the use of H. What is use of H? So sometimes H enhances the sound of the adjacent alphabet. It does not have it. The sound of H is usually h. So it loses its h sound. What it does, it just enhances the sound of the parallel alphabet. Like the word is C-H-I-T, chit. Do I say k-hit? No. H is no more there now. H has become one with C and it has become ch, chit. So that means this is the value of C now. H has lost itself. Is it sahin? Is that how we say this, sahin? No. H has become together with sa. It is sh. So it is shin. So this is actually S. But when I say house, this is clear sound of h and s. So think of it. Where is H having its sound? Where is it not? So in chit, H is not having its sound. So it is just C sound. So this becomes 97. Shin is again 84 because H is not having any value. House, now it is having proper her sound. Then it is going to have 4, 8. House. Sorry, I was muted. Right, now coming down to another alphabet, which is C. So what is C? C is having the sound of K. Okay, very rarely it has the sound of S. So K and S. Now these things, we have given S sound already to whom? To 8. So we cannot use S sound of C anywhere. So don't use it anywhere. And even if you use, then make it that S sound is of 8. Because we are working with sounds. No matter what the spelling is, that is why when I wrote juice on the top, I will say this is also not the right word. Because listen to the sound. Ju, s. Ju is 5, sir is 8. Don't calculate the spelling inside your head. Always work with the sound. Ju, s. Okay, so that is the rules which we need to follow while we are making. And another very helpful tip that will help you to make objects is to play with the sounds, not the spelling. Okay, so these were certain rules using which we are going to form objects for the numbers. How to do that, we'll again see in the next part. Okay, so yes. Any doubts, guys, in this much part? Any doubts? Anyone? Sonal, yes, Sonal.
So, ma'am, you told MOW sound is mo. So we are hearing this O sound, right, ma'am? Mo. O. Then why didn't you assign O as this, ma'am? We have assigned D.
To 0.
Okay, O is vowel, so we don't do that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
okay, I
because
got confused with that.
because see these alphabets will be using some vowels to form objects, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
C
ma'am.
and T can make cat only when A is there.
Correct.
C and T can make cot only when O is there. But then O can be used by MOP, mop also,
Yes, ma'am.
right? U will be used by CUP, cup also. It will be used by TUB, tub also. So vowels is not given to anyone. Vowels will be used by, it's like a playground. Everyone is going to play with that. Yes? Rules
Yes,
are
ma'am.
fine?
I get confused, ma'am, with this.
Nobody. It is good to get confused. At least you get clarifications. Right?
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
absolutely fine. So that was part 2. Part 2 was what are the rules. Then comes the third part.
Now,
Are
I
we
have
good,
one more.
guys?